Okay, hey guys. In my arrangement, my ukulele is tuned to low G, C, E, and A. So to jump into it, the first chord that I used is, okay, so the G string, right? You're gonna place your left pointer finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and it should be a D, and then you place your pinky on A string, 10th fret, and that should be a G. It just sound like that. And then these two fingers, you can just like don't let them like touch the strings, but just like, you know, like hover. My arrangement, it has a lot of repetition, so it's just like, okay, so to break that down, you use your thumb and your ring finger, right? And then you pluck the G string, which is right now, remember, the pointer on the 7th fret, and then your ring finger, pluck the A string, which is right now, you have your pinky on the 10th fret. So you pluck those, then you use your thumb, pluck the G string again, and then you use your pointer, and then you pluck the C string, and then you use your thumb, and then you pluck the G string again. So it should be, and after you have that, you repeat that. So you should have like, and then the next like main chord I used is D minor, just the standard D minor. So just like, you know, your middle finger, G string, 2nd fret, your ring finger, C string, 2nd fret, and then your pointer finger on E string, 1st fret. Okay, so once we have this part, then we slide down to the D minor. So basically what I did is I did an artificial harmonic on the 14th fret because it's a D, and I use my thumb and I pluck the A at the same time. I hold this chord the whole time. So like for my artificial harmonic, when I do artificial harmonics, I use my middle finger, right? So like I place my pointer like literally right like over the fret, like the 14th fret, and then I place it, and then I use my middle finger, and then like I pluck the string, but immediately after I pluck, like I lift it up, so like that. And then at the same time, like once, like when I do the artificial harmonic, I use my thumb and like I play the G string, which is right now currently held on the 2nd fret. It's an A, so like, and then after I do this, so artificial harmonic plus thumb, I use my thumb and I pluck this G string again, so it's like, and after that I use my pointer, pluck the C string, so it's like, and then after that I play another artificial harmonic on the 13th fret of the E string. Right now, the E string, I have my pointer finger on the 1st string of the E string. It's an F, so it's gonna be like, and right here, you can either play like this artificial harmonic all by itself, or you can also do the thing where like, you also use your thumb to kind of provide like a bass note kind of background, so like you could go like, or you could go like, so like it's up to you. So literally, when you're learning this arrangement, just like feel free to experiment. Feel free to like add stuff or like change fingerings or whatever, you know, just like, I don't know, have fun, I guess is my main point. Back to what I was saying. So you're doing your artificial harmonic, right? And after that, use your thumb, play the G string again, and then use your pointer, and then you go back. So it's kind of like a pattern. So it's just like, we were on D minor, right? So now what you want to do is you want to lift up everything except for your middle finger on the G string 2nd fret. You want to be on like an A minor kind of, but the thing is we're going to slide, right? We're going to slide to the 7th fret of the G string. We're only holding one, or we're only like fretting one place. So again, G string 7th fret with your middle finger. We have kind of like the same idea going on. So this time you're gonna do an artificial harmonic on the E string, and since we're not fretting like anywhere on the E string, just play it on the 12th fret, right? And then you can either play it by itself, but I usually use my thumb and kind of support it, I guess, like in a harmony sort of way. So like artificial harmonic, right? And then use your thumb and play the G string. So you want to do these two at the same time, and it makes like a cool kind of chord, kind of. After you do that, you want to use your thumb, play the G string again. So it should be like D, because right now this is a D. So it should be like, and after that, use your pointer, play the open C. So, okay, and then use your thumb, play the D string. So you go like, and then after that, you want to pluck the G string in the A string, which is open, at the same time. So D, this is a D, open A, pluck them at the same time. Cool harmony. Okay, so it goes like, and then you do the same kind of pattern after that. You use your thumb, pluck the G string, okay, and then you use your pointer, pluck the C string, and then pluck the G string again. It should sound something like, okay, and then after that, we slide back down to our D minor again, just your standard D minor. So, and then now we're gonna do an artificial harmonic again on the 14th fret of the C string. It's gonna be a D, and then you're gonna use your thumb, play the G string at the same time while you're playing this artificial harmonic. So, side view. Okay, so after you do that, you do that. You pluck the G string, which is an A right now, like that. So simultaneously done, and then, okay, so after that you're going to use your ring finger and pluck the A string, which is open right now, so it should go like, and then use your thumb, pluck the G string, so it should be like, and then after that, you want to lift all your fingers off, so it's open, and then you're going to do an artificial harmonic on the 12th fret C string, and at the same time, you're going to do use your thumb to play the G string, so it should go like, and then, after that, use your thumb, pluck the G string, and then use your ring finger and pluck the A string, and then finally end with your thumb plucking the G string. Okay, so this is going to be a preview of the next portion that we're going to learn. So it should sound something like this. Now, the next chord that we're going to be using, you guys know the B flat major, right? Where you go like this. But now, you're gonna, the one I played is, you want to use your pointer, place it on the E string 1st fret, and then you want to put your middle on the C string 2nd fret, and then you want to place your ring finger on the G string 3rd fret, and then the A string is open. I really like this chord. Like, it just sounds nice, like something, like the A is just like,
you know what I mean.
Okay, so we're gonna do an artificial harmonic on the C string 14th fret and pair that with your thumb plucking the G string. So it's going to be just like the same pattern, like artificial harmonic plus supporting harmony. Okay, so we're going to use our thumb after we pair them together. We're going to pluck the G string again, and then pluck the E string, which is a F right now. So you're going to go like, and then use your thumb and pluck the G string again. Okay, and then use your ring finger to pluck the open A. So it should go like, and then use your thumb, pluck the G string, and then use your pointer and pluck the C string, which is a D right now, and then end with your thumb plucking the G string again. So it's a repetition kind of, so it's just like, okay, and then after that, lift off your ring finger so that you're only left with these two. Let's see. Yeah, like that. Okay, so now we're gonna do an artificial harmonic on the 14th fret C string, and then pair that with the simultaneous thumb pluck the G string. So it should go like, so after you do that, you're gonna pluck the G string again. So you go like, okay, so you're gonna do, right, so you're gonna do that, pluck the G string, now pluck the C string, and then close with your thumb plucking the G string. Okay, and then now after that, we're gonna do an artificial harmonic on the E string 13th fret, and it's an F, so it should go like, okay, so slowly. After you do the harmonic, do that. So use your thumb, pluck the G string, then use your pointer and pluck the C string, and then close with just pluck this G string again. So it should go like, so slowly once more. Okay, we're almost done with the intro. So now we're gonna slide again. Remember our middle finger slide. Put your middle finger on the G string 2nd fret, and then you want it to slide all the way to the 7th fret. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am sliding to the 7th fret, but at the same time I'm playing an artificial harmonic on the E string since it's open. So just play it on the 12th fret E string. And while I'm playing that harmonic, I'm sliding. So like, wee. Oops. Like that. Yeah, so you let it slide and you pluck like while it's sliding. And while you pluck, like at the same time, do the artificial harmonic. So like, if that makes sense. Let me see if I can do it on like an angle. Oops. Okay, so once you play the artificial harmonic and slide, you're gonna pluck the G string, and then pluck the C string, and then pluck the G string. Okay, so slide, pluck G string, C string, G string, and then you're gonna pluck the G string and the A string at the same time after that, and then pluck the G string, and then pluck the C string, and then the G string. So from the top. Now we're gonna close, so slide back down to a D minor. Okay, and then we're gonna end with do an artificial harmonic on the C string 14th fret, and then pair that with your thumb plucking the G string. So it's like an A and then that D harmonic. You're gonna pluck them at the same time, and then use your thumb, pluck the G string, and then pluck the open A. So, and then end with your thumb plucking the G string. So, okay, and then to close this intro, you want to take all your fingers off. So open, and then you're going to do an artificial harmonic on the 12th fret, C string, and then pair that with your thumb plucking the G string. Okay? And then we're going to use our thumb, pluck the G string, and then pluck the open A, and then use your thumb and pluck the G string. And I feel like that should be it. Yeah, okay. So hopefully that made sense. I feel like I went a little fast, but so let's see. From the top, this is what the entire intro should sound like. So it's like okay. So okay, cool. So that's what we learned so far, the intro. And again, I play my intro, or I play this arrangement of the intro for Black Swan literally different, like every time, because I don't have like a set arrangement. Like, I guess I just let my fingers do whatever they want to do. So like, yeah. So like, yeah. That's my that's my insight. Yeah. So just feel free to have fun and just like, yeah, so do whatever you want. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna learn this part. So I'm just gonna play, this is still the intro, but it's just like the do your thing with me now part. So it goes like, let me just play a preview. Wait, I need some water, okay. Okay, so it should go like, okay, so basically, to make this as simple as possible, I'm just gonna play, like, I'm just gonna show you the chords I used. I start off with this. So remember this from the intro? Like, remember when we were talking about the B flat major, but instead we did this? So, yeah, just play that chord. So, let me just do a close-up. So, ring finger, G string 3rd fret, B flat, and then place your middle finger on the C string 2nd fret, G, and then place your pointer finger on the E string 1st fret. It's an F, and then just let your pinky, just let it float around, or don't let it like float around, but you know what I mean. Okay. So that's my first chord. So do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Okay, so next is gonna be open. So this is my first major, like my first big chord that I use. Do your thing, and then next is open. Do your thing with me now, and then D minor. Do your thing, and then open. Do your thing with me now, and then repeat. So what's my thing? What's my thing? Tell me now. Tell me now. Okay, so basically how I did this part, I did a lot of hammer ons and hammer offs. So you can use whatever fingers you want to pluck, but I pluck just pluck all the strings, I guess, to make it simpler. Yeah, pluck all of the strings, and then basically you want your your pointer finger off. So you only have these two. Pluck, and then hammer on, okay? So hammer on, E string 1st fret. So remember, start with this finger off, and then hammer. So just practice that a couple times with me, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, so we're not plucking like that, okay? So like basically you pluck one time. So I guess what I should say is, yeah, so have this finger, your pointer off, these two on, pluck all of the strings, and the hammer. Okay, so, and then after that, once you hammer on, you want to hammer off. So what I mean by that is, you want to lift this finger off, but at the same time, like, I'm not lifting it straight off, like, from the top. I'm like pulling, I'm like kind of pulling the string down when I lift it off, so it's just like, okay, so like, if that, see, like, focus on this finger. I'm gonna try to show you, so like, so pull down, because I feel like that way, you'll have that sound come through, or like that note come through. Okay, so from the top. So far what we did, pluck, hammer on, and then hammer off. Okay, so just practice that. After you hammered on and off, you're gonna use whatever finger you want and play the C string, which is right now at a D. So, and now this is a fun part, like I swear. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna be teaching you, I use it like, I like, this sound, I like it so much. Okay, it's that, okay, so like, oh yeah, it's like a chuck, like, I don't even know what the terminology is, but it's just like, I guess to make it fancy, after you hammer it on, and then pluck the C string, you want to like kind of bring your pinky, remember the floating pinky? You want it to come and hover over the G string to a point where like if you pluck it, it's not making any sound, but that's what we want. Because, okay, so like, hear that? Okay, so like, or slower, okay. Yeah, so you want your pinky to come over, lightly mute the string, and then use your thumb and pluck, like, just pluck it. Because it has, like, this cool, like, percussive sound. And then after that, this is my fun part. Like, this is, like, one of my favorite percussive techniques. You just want to use and how I do it is put your fingers in, like, this position. So, like, what I'm doing is, like, I don't even know, like, I guess point? Or like, you want to flick. So basically the main point is you want to flick the strings. Like, kind of like you're flicking something. So if you want to practice, just like put your hand, your palm like this. Make this shape. Okay, like that. And then you want to flick. And where I flick the strings is you want basically your middle finger. Like, you want this part to like, okay, so like, you know, you have your joint, right? Like here, like you have this joint and this joint. You want to like aim for the strings with like this part of your finger. So like, or I'm not showing this really well, but you get my point, right? So just like flick. Okay, so like, it's like, this is my flick, this is me flicking. Like, see that? Let me see if I can show you an angle. So when I flick, like, I guess these two fingers, just let your thumb and your pointer just like flop. So just like, or not flop, but like keep them stable but not rigid. So just like, basically when you practice, I feel like an important thing to like work on or just like focus on is just like keeping loose. So this is the flicking part. And I feel like I've noticed that if I hit the string with like the flat part or like the top part of this joint, then it makes more of like that clacky sound, like that chuck sound almost, because like the chuck is like, or not that, but like the ch, like the ch sound. So okay, so just practice that. So from the top. So after you flick, you're gonna use your thumb and pluck that muted G string again. Okay? So let's practice that a couple times. Okay, so after you do like this part, you want to lift your fingers off. So just let them float kind of, so don't fret anything. And then you want to pluck the E string. And then after that you want to hammer on to the second fret of the C string. So like, it's going to be a D, so it's just be like, that's what we're aiming for. And then after that you want to lift your fingers off. And then you want to pluck the G string and the C string. And since we're not fretting anything, it's just open. So. And after you pluck those two, you want to like mute the strings immediately. So like by mute, I mean take all your fingers. Actually not all of your fingers. I feel like just you can use your pinky. So like let's use your pinky and kind of like let them like touch. Or like let your pinky touch all the strings and try to aim for like the 7th fret, like in the middle of the, yeah, so like there. So like, right, so like mute. And try not to like press too hard, because then you're gonna create like fret noises. Or, I mean, like, chords. Okay, so after you mute, you want to unmute, and you want to pluck the same 2 strings, so, like, okay. And then, basically, after that, you want to mute again. So, it should sound like, so, basically, you mute twice. So, okay, so slowly. So after you mute the second time, you want to use your thumb and you want to like slightly pluck the G string and the C string. And you can let the natural harmonic shine through if you want. Otherwise, it'll just be a cool like muted sound, but either way. So right after that, you want to use your middle finger and you want to flick again. So let's see. So it'd be like, but this time when you flick, you want your fingers to be like, not muting the strings, because like, yeah, so basically, I guess the effect of this, or the purpose, is to like, still have the, like, the notes shine through, but also have like a percussive background, or like an echo almost. So let's see. Let's do this from the top. I feel like I explained that last part kind of iffy, so remember, pluck G and C, slide and mute, so, and then after that, unmute, pluck the same 2 strings, mute, but then pluck like the same 2 strings again, but still have your pinky lying over here on the 7th fret, and then lift your pinky up, and then just flick the strings like that. After I flicked, I used my thumb and I played the G string and then also the C string, and I guess my fingers were open. So there's kind of like a pattern going on, because for the next part, because we just learned this part, which is, and the next part is you slide back down to D minor, and And we literally do like the same technique. So like you pluck first, but you have your pointer off, so you can hammer on and off, like so. And it's literally like the same kind of like plucking pattern too. So, but this time you're holding a D minor instead of like this B flat kind of. So it's just like, remember, like, do you remember like the thing where we did the thing and then we flicked and we used our thumb? Literally the same pattern, but with different chords. And literally like the only thing that changed is the chords. And then, yeah, so I guess to go over that briefly, after you do this part, you want to slide back down to a D minor, and then you want to lift your pointer finger off, and then you want to use your fingers and pluck the strings, all of them, and then you want to hammer on to the E string first fret, and a hammer off. See, yeah, so you want to hammer on and off, and then you want to pluck the C string, which is at a D right now. So, and then you want to bring your pinky over, hover, and kind of mute this G string. Okay, so, and then you want to use your thumb, pluck that muted G string. So, and then you want to flick right after that. Just flick the strings. And then end with your thumb plucking the muted G string again. So. And then after that, you want to have your fingers open. And then you want to pluck the C and E string together. And then I guess like, after this, you can do a double hammer on. So like, you can hammer on with your left pointer in middle, on the pointer on the E string first fret, and the middle on the C string second fret. So pluck these two, and then hammer them on. Hammer. And then use your thumb and pointer, pluck the G and C string. So. And then after that, you want to kind of mute the strings, and then pluck the G string, or like the muted G string. So, and then after that, you want to bring it back to like that hammer on position, and then you want to play those two notes. So play the C and the E string together. And then after that, you want to mute the strings again, and then pluck the muted G string. So, and you want to bring your pinky, and then put it on the third fret of the E string. And then you want to like flick to play it. So like, after that, you want to use your thumb and pluck the G string. And then use your pointer and pluck the C string, which is right now fretted at a D. And then the end of this intro is like the same thing kind of, because the next chord we're gonna go into is that beginning chord, that B flat. So we want to repeat that hammer on kind of sequence. So literally repeat the intro part where we do the, okay, so that part. And then after that, you're gonna lift your fingers off, and you want to pluck the C and E, and then you want to hammer on to the second fret C string. So, and then after that, you want to pluck the G and C string. So, hammer on, pluck C and G. And then after that, you want to mute and pluck the G string, which is muted. So, and then unmute and pluck, but then mute again. So I guess you're ending on like a mute, so like, okay, so do that. And then after that you want to unmute, like the second time you unmute, you want to do the flick again, so after you flick you want to pluck the open G. And then after that, you want to put your left middle on the second fret of the G string, so an A minor. When we play the A minor, we want to play it as an artificial harmonic. So play an artificial harmonic on the G string, 14th fret. Okay, and after that, you want to use your thumb, and then you want to pluck the G string. So, and after we pluck, we want to mute with our pinky again. So just like slightly mute it. After that, we want to play artificial harmonic on the C string, 12th fret. And you want to pair that with a thumb, with our thumb plucking the G string 2nd fret. So just like, and then after you play those two, mute again, and then pluck the muted G string. Okay, so then the next part is you want to unmute, so like lift your pinky off, and then you want to flick right on the 12th fret. So like I guess like, I don't think in my arrangement, so like in the video I made like 2 years ago, I don't think I did this, but I'm starting to do it now, so I thought might as well add it in if you guys want to experiment. So I guess it's kind of like a slap harmonic, but like with your finger. So instead of doing this, you can do that, and I guess it works. You just have to like experiment with it. So like, and then after that, pluck the G string, and then you want to put your left ring on the 2nd fret C string. It's gonna be a D, and then right when you put it on, you want to play it as an artificial harmonic. So C string, 14th fret. Yeah. Okay, so the last part, or the last bits, is you want to slide your middle finger to the 7th fret again. So again, that same kind of open chord we had in the very beginning. And what you want to do is, you want to, okay, so the plucking pattern is going to be the same for like this bit. So just use your thumb and pluck like the G string, and then play the artificial harmonic on the C string 12th fret. Okay, so it should be like, you play it once, and then you want to mute. So let me just show you, yeah, let me show you what we're after. So that's the ending. To do this, remember we're here, so mute, mute. So literally just like pluck and mute, slide back down, open, pluck and mute, pluck and mute. And that's the entire intro. Yeah, so that covered, this video covered this part, and then also covered the do your thing part. So let me just play everything from the top. I'm probably going to play it different from what I explained, but hopefully I should have like the backbone bits. So okay, so now I just realized I didn't explain, like, if you wanted to add percussion. So, like, if you wanted to add drum beats, I forgot to explain that. So let me just do that real quick. This can be like an add-on filler if you want. So, basically, where I do the drum beats It's in the beginning. So remember where the first part we learned where we hammered on and off? So the first drum beat comes in. So how I like to do drum beats is, I should explain how to do them first. So let's see, it's kind of red right now, but do you see my wrist bone? Yeah, so that's basically where I hit. So like, so this falls on the beat of plucking. Yeah, so literally in the beginning when you pluck the strings, that's when I do my first thump. So like, and the second thump comes in when I play the C string. And then we do like that sequence. So like, and I guess the next drum beat would come in where we play it open. So like, thump. Okay, so you can just like mess around. Difference is for the next part, for the D minor version of the hammer on, you want to do a drum beat right before you play like the hammer on. So like, yeah, right before you pluck actually. So you do one, and then right when you pluck, you want to do another one. So like, so it's kind of just different timing, but overall same concept. And yeah, so just like the drum beats are optional. So yeah, if you feel free to add drum beats where you want. Yeah, so just like try, I guess, experimenting would be my takeaway. Yeah, because I feel like a fun part about arranging or just like playing in general is that you don't have to stick to the same way. Like you don't have to play it the same every time if you don't want to. I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of kind of like interesting, there's a lot of like cool things you can discover out of just like noodling or just like messing around. So yeah. So yeah, hopefully this tutorial helped you guys mess around with the intro. And I know it's like the way I explained it. Hopefully it wasn't too confusing. If you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments. Leave them in the comments below, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. But yeah, I wanted to make this tutorial because I know I'm like really overdue in making this tutorial. A lot of you guys were requesting it. I was just like, oh man, I really gotta make a tutorial. So yeah, hopefully this helps you guys with like the intro bits of Black Swan, and I wish you guys good luck. Yeah, good luck and have fun. See you next time.